So I realize that I have a tendency to make things harder than they actually need to be. And I don't think that I'm alone in that. And I used to think maybe it was because I had some perfectionist ideas, right? Or things that have to be perfect before they go out. I think part of that is from the expectations that I think people put on me because I tell them that I'm a graduate from West Point. And so with all those things, right, I tend to just make things harder than they need to be. An example, I had a customer, I won't put his name in here because I didn't get permission to tell a story. But ultimately, when I was first started working with him, he's a long-term customer of mine, and he wanted me to send out a series of emails. And I looked at the emails before I sent them out, and there were just mistakes all over the place in the emails. Grammar mistakes, spelling mistakes, you name it. It was riddled with mistakes. And so I brought it up to him. Hey, I think you need to rewrite some of these emails, right? Some of these things are looking pretty sketchy. And he was like, don't worry about it, man. Just send them out. We got to get these things going. And so I made a couple of corrections. He thanked me for those, and we sent them out, right? And in his mind, this was all just super easy. He's like, who cares? Just send it. It's okay. And for me, it was like, no, we got to get these emails perfect. We got to get this stuff set up. It's got to be at least correct. And as a result, right, he actually made a bunch of sales, which was awesome, right? That's what he was going for. And since then, he's built that business to a point where he's had near $1 million months, right? And he just continuously makes things easy, where I tend not to do that. And it was kind of funny. I was watching an anime show with my daughter, and it's called Delicious in Dungeon. And one of the main characters was getting mad at another character because the other character had to use magic to solve all the problems. And he was like, no, you got to do things if you keep doing things the easy way, right, you never learn anything, right? You got to just sometimes take the longer, harder way to do things, which I wholeheartedly agreed with, obviously. At the end of the day, the lesson was that she ended up using magic to save his life from some things that were going on. And he had this epiphany, let's say, that everything doesn't have to be hard. I know for me that even just making these videos, sending this stuff out, right? Every video I send out, every video like this that I make, I'm still embarrassed to put it out to the world. But I realize that it doesn't have to be perfect. And as I keep doing this, right, I learn faster, easier ways to do it, right? I get better at doing it. But the only way that really happens is by doing it, right? Being willing to be bad at the thing that you want to do. I've heard that a million times, right? Worth being good at, right? Or anything worth doing is worth being bad at, right? Or that perfection is the enemy of progress, right? I've heard all of these things, and they're all wonderful platitudes, but it's a whole different thing when you're putting your emotions on the line. You go out and start doing those things that are emotionally uncomfortable for you. So with that being said, I don't know if your thing is making things harder than they have to be, but for me, right, every time I start doing something like this, I just got to say, oh, this is easy. This isn't that hard, right? No matter what I'm doing, right? I don't need to make it hard. I could just do it. And that's been helping me in my mental fitness journey. So what is it for you? What are the things that you're doing in your mental fitness journey?